You have three options while navigating through the forest on mushroom picking. One is to use the map, which is big and awkward, along with the compass. You need to learn how to read a map. The second one is to use the GPS. Batteries on my GPS, which is a Garmin, only lasts 6 hours, so I need to take extra batteries. The third and best option is to use your smartphone with a hiking app. This one is Avenza. I'll explain it as we go. When you go to the Play Store, you can see this both for Android and for iPhone. You'll download this, install the Avenza app. This will be the opening page after you install and open it. You can sign in, create an account. If you're an Apple user, you must create an account. If you're not an Apple user, you're an Android, you can click the X in the top right hand corner and just exit this without creating an account. After you go past that page, you'll get at the Getting Started. Click on it. This will show up. It tells you how to use the Avenza app, what all the buttons were for and so forth, and how to download maps. When you click in the right bottom under Store, it will pull up a search of the United States or the continent. Zoom into Washington, you can see that there's 30 near Puyallup, 8 near Portland, and 5 up in this Olympia area. We'll zoom in on these. Here I've zoomed into the Lacey area. You can see that up at the very top left, there's a Lacey, Washington map. You can install it and then open it, download it and then open it. This is the Lacey map. It covers from Hawks Prairie on down to almost the church we go to for our meetings. Not quite there, but pretty close. At the bottom of this page, on the far left-hand side, is a little circle right about there. A little circle. I'm sorry, that didn't show up. Little circle. Next to it is a pen, a little blue pen. The circle starts your tracking once you're on the map. The pen is to mark your positions on the map. On the right-hand side, there's another pen. That's to overlay 4 or 5 maps on top of each other. And then on the right, there's 3 dots. Those 3 dots will select tracking also. This is the area from the Capitol Forest. You can see that there's 3 of them available there. If you swipe up from the bottom, you'll come up with the compass. The compass shows your GPS coordinates, shows your directions, shows your altitude, all kinds of good information. So you do have a compass included with this. Here I've gone up to the top of the map and I've entered a location, Tacoma, Washington. You can see it pulls up Tacoma, Washington. We're going to go ahead and hit on Tacoma, search for that, Pierce County. And it pulls up the Tacoma map. And pause for a minute. Here we're going to download the Tacoma map. It's free. Yes, I want to download it. It's downloading. It takes a few moments for it to process. We're going to pause this while it's processing. Now that it's done processing, we're going to open the map. Click on it, and it shows the map. You can expand it. Now, I live in Parkland. You see the circle in the center right here. In the center where it says Midland right there. If I hit down in the bottom left-hand corner, the circle I told you, it will take you to where I'm actually at. I can then click on the button on the left. I can come up here. I can backtrack it, title it as home, and add the symbol. I can add a photo, I can say whatever I need to. We're done. We marked it. So now you can see where my home is. Now if I move the map around, my home still stays there. But if I put my finger on the home, I can move it actually to Midland, and it's not actually where it's at. On the right hand side, we can start recording our GPS tracking. We can navigate. We can do all kinds of neat stuff. Down at the bottom, if I take this button and if I flip it up, it shows my GPS, compass, and so forth. Good thing about this app is you can mark your car when you start to go out foraging. You can walk into the deep forest woods in amongst the trees. The app still works. You can turn it off, turn it back on. It still works. You don't need to be in line of the sky like you do with the GPS, a Garmin. It's really a good map. I suggest you guys download it. Try it out for Lacey or Tacoma or wherever you're at. See if you can download one and go from there. It does have one little problem. If you don't spend extra money, you can only import 3 additional maps at a time. You can only have 3 non-Avenza maps active at a time. We're going to go mushroom picking over in Wenatchee, or over near Ellensburg. And when we do, we should be able to go to FSTOPO, which is Forest Service Topical Maps. We should be able to download the maps, 2 or 3 that we need for that area, and do our mushroom picking. Let me see if I can pull them up. Here's what the page looks like when you research it and pull it up. Here I've zoomed into Ellensburg area on the map. You can see that there's all the little squares are each individual maps that you can download. If you know which area you're going, you can pre-download a map and be really good. The maps can only be downloaded with internet or cell coverage, but they can be displayed in airplane mode, which means no cell phone or Wi-Fi needed. That concludes this. I'm sure you got tons of questions, and I'll try to answer them as I get them, if I get them. Thank you. Have a great day.